Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to an episode of my F1 2019 Manager Career Mode here for round number 4 at the Portuguese Grand Prix in Season 2. If you guys did miss the previous one, then be sure to go check the one out before you see this one. But heading to Portugal then, we've had a very good season so far, good start. Spoiler alert, Sebastian Vettel has had 3 wins in a row. It's looked very, very good for our car, for our team, and especially for Vettel. And last episode, Ricciardo pretty much had the new improved engine, and it was still Vettel pulling out all the stops. So I really do think that's just, we signed a very good driver, of course. So we've got a brand new engine that has been made. I actually can't remember what kind of engine it was in terms of the stats. We'll see in a second, but we'll move through the interviews first. Vettel had to apologise to a representative from Beijing after he soaked her in a shower of champagne spray. If you're standing on the podium, you should expect that. I'm going to go with that because you should do. You're on a podium. That's what it's for. We're going to move on then. Engine build done. I'm going to have to wait till the car repair is done to see what it's like. And then we'll move on to, well, what our next conquest is going to be in terms of what we're doing with the car. But at the moment, Ricciardo, meditation helps me before a race. He's got a new perk of +2 focus. So not too much difference, but hey-ho, whatever works for you, mate. So let's look at this new engine then. Already better than the current engine we have. So we're going to remove this one, improve that, add the reliability onto that. So we're using these 2 engines. There are current best ones, and there will be our current best ones once we even improve them as well. So that's good. We're still working on the gearbox. We may as well work on the rear wing as well. Or front wing, I should say, actually, rather. So we'll work on those. Reliability we've done 1 hour before the Grand Prix. So I'm going to remove that engine. Just do that, and the brakes are fine. You know what? I'll keep that engine on, actually, because the engine has been a little bit iffy still on the reliability, and I may as well do the brakes still, because, I don't know, the reliability seems a little bit harder in Season 2 right now compared to what it was. But pit crew-wise, what are we looking at? Mistake percentage-wise, I think we're okay. I'll swap in this dude, 1.1 to 0.5, and this guy, 1.9 to 0.3. The rest of them, they're pretty okay. That front jack guy is a little bit high. Let's have a look there. We've got this dude who's pretty good at the front jacks. I'm going to sign him and swap him in. So let's do... Where is he? Where's he gone? Here we go. 18. Swap him in. And so that's a positive sign for our pit stop there. So that's good. Right. So let's make a new part then. What have we done so far in terms of iterations? We've done engines. We've done some brakes. I guess gearbox could be next because we've opened up... Did we open up? We made a new factory, right? Didn't we? For in the HQ, so we can get Epic on the gearbox. So let's start working on the gearbox and design some of those. So let's go gearbox. We'll do 20 to max because I could go with the risk level, but I want to use the new gearbox straight away. So that's going to cost us 1 million. That'll be done in 4 days' time, apparently. So that'll get done actually before the next Grand Prix. So that'll be quite positive. So move on then. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm still ill. So I might be, I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm a little bit worried. I might be dying. Secretly. I don't know. It's been like a week. So if any of you guys are medically sound in the comments below, then let me know if I should be worried or not. There's a mooted layout change in the Tondella's track. Fancy telling us where you stand on the proposal. Accept interview. There's been a lot of change about Tondela. I don't really care, to be honest, so I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm going to say that. It's definitely tricky to say exactly who's going to benefit. Either way, I'm going to say, yeah, I may just abstain, because that's probably what I'll do. I won't really care too much about what layout Tondela does. So we're going to move on then. Gearbox going to be made, and then we'll have that political vote coming up. We've got a dilemma here. I'm wondering if you're interested in voting in favour of replacing Tondela, Track C, with Track A. I'm going to say no, because I don't know what those track layouts are. And like I said, I don't really care too much. Right, designing gearbox, what finances. It's incredibly reassuring to be involved with a team with such a healthy balance sheet. Well, that's good to know, Chris Richards. Good to know. Right, gearbox to be made. Let's make another one then. We'll go for +20. And then we'll go for, +40 to max. But that's 5 days on in development. But that'll be very much worth it. So that'll get done 6 days after the Grand Prix. That's fine by me. Splash the cash there. Going to improve this new gearbox, then add that on to the performance. We're going to remove this one, add that on to reliability. We're going to, I went backwards for a sec. My bad. Get back to that screen. Going to remove that engine, this brake, that one, and just do the gearbox. 6 days after the race, it'll get done. So that should be fine. We probably won't be able to use the new gearbox in this race, though, because this race is coming up right now. But we'll get to the political vote. We've got a preview for the Grand Prix. That's fine. Let's go to the political vote then, please, and get this over and done with. Abstaining time. Politics. Right, abstain. Let's see how this goes then. Skip to the end, and let's see. Looks like it's going to go for against. Oh, no. The fours are for it. The fours are for it. So we are getting a different layout to Tondela. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what the layout is. Let's have a look here, actually. I think I can see on the calendar. View track layout. So we were at C. So we've got that. We're going to move to A. So that will be a curve around there. And that is literally it. That is literally it. One curve. Okay, cool, people. Cool. I'm glad I abstained, because that was the most pointless vote in the known universe. Cool. Great one. Good to know. Right, we're going to move on to Tondela then. Practice time. Go tag heuer, obviously. Tyre selection. It's high tyre wear. So we're going to go for 7 sets of softs, a fair amount of hard tyres. I don't think we'll end up using mediums, to be honest. I think the hards would be the way to go for us. So in fact, I might just go 2 mediums, and I'm going to commit to using hard tyres, you know. Fit parts. Right, let's have a gander here. Right, what's the reliability like of these parts? Let me have a look. Right, this gearbox, 69%. Could be worth using that, you know. I might give that to Ricciardo, because Ricciardo, obviously, I wanted to try and challenge Vettel a little bit and perform just as well. So I might give him that good gearbox. It might be a little bit unreliable, but at least it gives him a shot, maybe. So I'm going to fit the parts, give Ricciardo that new gearbox. He's delighted with that. Vettel's content right now. I'm going to give him the new engine, Ricciardo this engine, and so they both get an upgrade in that department, and that's all fine. That's all good. So Ricciardo's got a better gearbox, and both of them have a better engine, and that engine should be fine. Reliability-wise, 84%. Yep, that's all fine to use in the race. That's all good. So I'm going to go into the practice then. It should be, well, it says all clear, but you never know. I didn't look at the race report, but we'll see if there's any rain. If there is, obviously, it might be a good thing for us, but for now, let's just go in and do the best job we can in the setup. Right, taking practice. Pretty high downforce setup here for both these lads. Go on the hard tyres and the race trim, and try and get that knowledge. Race trim, please. And get that knowledge on straight away, and then we'll check the setup up. And then we'll do the tyres, as per usual. Right, it took us a while there, right to the end of the session with 4 minutes to go. Finally got a good setup for Vettel, 98%. Took us 3 attempts. But now we're in the middle of qualifying, basically, getting the qualifying trim, the soft tyre and the qualifying knowledge. Ricciardo, don't know his setup right now. I guess we'll find out just as he comes in now. So excellent and great, pretty good. So good timing there. Thought I came back and cut you guys in for the clip, but 98% for him as well. All good. So send them out again, soft tyres, and then go to the end. We're pretty much only a few seconds away from level 3. So we're all good then for quali and the race. And if it is dry, we've got all the knowledge we need then. Obviously, last season, I can't remember actually. Tondela, I feel like was a hit and miss one for us last season. I was happy with the result considering. Oh yeah, Hulkenberg crashed out at the start, didn't he? So hoping for no crashes out this time round, and we can have just a solid Grand Prix really. And we'll see how the performance goes once again. We're obviously taking the soft tyre in and the qualifying trim. Car setup's all okay. Looking all dry and quali, so Q1, we'll wait a little bit and send them out once the track grip goes up a little bit. And hopefully we get through on one run into Q2. That'll be ideal for us. Right, send them out both now. Got a decent amount of clean air for Vettel and Ricciardo there. There's a few cars ahead of us, but they're coming in for in-laps, I think. So hopefully we'll clear them, or they'll clear us. By the time we come around, we overtake the Sauber there. He gets out of the way, and there you go. A lot of nice clean space there. You can see on the mini-map on the top right for both our boys. So hopefully it can be a good lap, and up into, well, top 7. Comfortably get into Q2. There we go. Although Vettel nearly 6/10 off Alonso there on that time. So the Ferrari's looking good. Well, of course, last episode, I thought, you know, we were very much on the back foot for pace in China. And then the strategy, obviously, was a masterclass for us to get Vettel that win. So you never know, really. We've been pulling off some good strategies as of late in this series. But the pace definitely is a little bit still on the back end. Always has been around Portugal, I feel. And it's always a difficult race. So I'm not resting on my laurels that it's going to be the same situation as China, to be honest. Because it always is a lot harder around Portugal. Right, Q2, I'm going to send them out straight away. Just because track grip's fairly high already. And I just want to also get a bank lap in if we need to do a second run, basically. We'll see about that. Obviously, it won't really matter too much because I think we're going to be using hard tyres quite a fair bit in the race. So it won't matter necessarily if we burn up too many soft tyres, in all honesty. Right, Ricciardo set to 137.9. Vettel with a 137.7. So I don't know if that's good or not. Let's see. Oh, God. Alonso went 0.8 faster. Leclerc only just faster than us. And it starts raining. I did not see that. Wow. Okay, good luck for us. That was very... I did not see that at all. I can't lie. I would have completely messed that up if I stayed in and waited. I did not see that rain coming out. Okay, then. So we might be in good shape here. I mean, to be fair, no one, surprisingly, is going to get knocked out. Perez, Grosjean, Hartley, Kvyat, Magnussen. Not too much of a surprise there. To be fair, though, fair play to McLaren. Sainz and Norris getting up there in the top 10 if they make it. But, wow, good timing for us then. Good luck that we just went out on instinct and didn't even know the rain was coming down. But there we go. We're pretty much guaranteed going into Q3 for the top 10 shootout. And we only use one set of tyres. So, I don't know, Q3 now. Will there be some rain in Q3? Let's find out. Alright, don't think it's raining, so it's all dry. I'm going to send them out straight away, because track grip now in Q3 definitely is already... Oh, no, it's actually very low. My bad. You know what? I'll send them out anyway. Let's just get a bank lap in, just in case. You never know if it rains later on. We're going to want a bank lap. And also, we've got the tyres to burn anyway. Right, at the moment, Ricciardo has out-qualified Vettel there by about half a tenth. Vettel, though, to be fair, got held up by a Ferrari on his outlap there. So, we'll see. Track grip's going up. Not going to rain, and so... We'll wait until about 250 minutes and then send them out. I'll send Ricciardo out first and Vettel again second, just so he can get the track grip as high as possible. Send them out and send them out. Hopefully that's enough time to get through, hopefully. Right, Ricciardo starts his lap. Final minute of the session. Vettel starts his lap. Let's have a look then on the bottom of the screens for the sectors. White sector for Ricciardo. White sector for Vettel. Surprising. White for both cars. Wow, we're not improving. Even though track grip is up, we're not improving on this lap time there. And so Vettel might be out-qualified by Ricciardo for the first time now across the line. And Vettel does not improve. Ricciardo's P6, Vettel P8. Disappointing there for the Weltmeister. And so maybe finally the combination of parts is good enough for Ricciardo to beat Vettel here. And so that kind of proves my point that all along it wasn't really... you know, we gave Ricciardo pretty much every part. Now he's got every part minus the engine, literally, because I gave him the better gearbox. Yeah, last episode, the only thing Ricciardo had better was gearbox and engine. Literally now, Ricciardo's got a better car in every department apart from the engine, and only now does he beat him. So I think that kind of proves my point there, that I don't think it's unfair to give Vettel some good parts, because he clearly is just a better driver anyway. But Ricciardo does the job here. Fair play. We're going to have to try and kind of put our eggs into Ricciardo's basket now, maybe, if he's the faster one out of the two in this Grand Prix. But Vettel's still P8, so with some good strategy, maybe we could do something. He's only 1/10 off Ricciardo as well, so that's not too bad. Just a very close qualifying session, so he's down in P8, but... We'll go into the race then and see how this goes in terms of the strategy. I don't know how long the hard tires go. We'll have to see when we get to that. I would probably guess that we are not going to be able to... Those are only 10 laps. It's a 37-lap race. I'm going to pre-guess that hard tires will be the way to go. Is there any way I can look at hard tire knowledge? I don't think so. I'm just going to pre-guess we're going to use hard tires a fair bit. So I'm going to go hard tire knowledge and the race trim. I didn't click it there for Ricciardo for some reason. Please click. Race trim. Come on. My mouse is having issues. Right. Attack mode. Overtake mode. Right. Let's do this, lads. A bit of a recovery race for Vettel. Alonso on pole. Hamilton in second place. Here we go then. To 5 red lights. To the Portuguese Grand Prix. P6 and P8. Fire lights are out and we're underway. It's a good start there for Ricciardo. Down into P4 there, into turn 1. Oh, Alonso went off. Alonso crashed from pole position. He went wide there off circuit. And Ricciardo's up into P2. Ocon P1. Vettel is down to P9. So he's not had a great getaway, to be honest. And Ricciardo's the one with a good start. And so he's doing the job and flying the flag for Renault at the moment. P2 in a Mercedes sandwich there. Vettel up into P7 now. Head of the two McLarens. Alonso's down to P11. So from pole position, horrendous times for the Spaniard there. Raikkonen's got a drive through. We're up into P6 now. We overtook Gasly, so that's good for us. The tyres are overheating very much so. Let's go back up mode. We need to try and protect these tyres now. Right, we're up into P5 now. Leclerc. I don't know what happened with him, but he made a mistake of some sort. So we're in P5 now with Vettel. Ricciardo's still P2. We're backing up, though, so they might close back up on us. But I'm trying to desperately get these tyre temps down because they shot up at the very start of that Grand Prix. Nearly just about doing it. Let's go conserve now, please. Use a bit of ERS on that back straight to counteract anything here. Use a bit of ERS there through that chicane, please. And let's go back to auto. Right, staying in P5, good. Staying in P2, that's good. And the tyre temps are back into some sort of okay range. Might need to go hybrid mode soon. We're going to go hybrid mode right now, actually, just to save some fuel. But for now, doing a pretty good job. P2 and P4. 2 Ferraris bottling it once again, despite having the fastest car, probably. Right, I'm probably going to start pushing on this very next lap for Ricciardo. So I'm going to use some ERS here. We're going to push. Ooh, Vettel's got worn tyres already, he's saying. You know what? I might pit right now. We've not really pushed in on this end lap, but may as well do it. Try and get an undercut if we can. Actually, you know what? Let's push now on this lap. He's got worn tyres now, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's go through there. Last corner now, ERS. Save some for the end, though. As you come through, being overtaken by a Merc there in P3. As we do battle, use some ERS on the back straight. Right, going to pit in this lap. Hard tyres, recharge, fast pit stop. Good. Use the ERS there, please. And you're going to pit in as well, Vettel. Hard tyres, which I'm going to say go 15 laps each, even though it says 18. I'm going to say probably 15 by the time, because Portugal was just that bad at tyre wear. So 15 to the end, which is pretty much the exact half split of the laps left in this Grand Prix. We've got a mistake on the rear jack, though, for Ricciardo. That's annoying. That's very frustrating. Go auto for him. No mistake for Vettel's pit stop, though, so that's fine by me. Right, let's go pushing on the exit. Let's use some hybrid mode, please. Use some hybrid modes, please. We need to really save some fuel. A lot of fuel, actually. And let's go pushing there, and we'll settle in like that for now. Right, Vettel's being caught by Fernando Alonso. He's on medium tyres, so he's on a fresher set, so that's not too surprising. Ricciardo is still P2. He's keeping Ocon quite honest, actually. 2.5 seconds the gap is. Hamilton's quite near to him, though, and the tyre temps are already shooting up, even though we're on neutral here. So, going to have to go conserve, maybe, and watch them. Ricciardo's been overtaken now by Hamilton. Apologies, I didn't catch that on the camera. It happens so quickly, you know, when you're fast-forwarding. But Ricciardo's down to P3. Vettel's down to P6 now. So, Alonso and Hamilton, respectively, are overtaken. But that's fine. We're keeping a decent tyre temp. They're literally on the edge, knife edge, of being overheated. So, that's good to see. I need to use more hybrid mode on Ricciardo, save some more fuel. He's minus, whereas Vettel's on plus 26. So a lot better fuel saving for him. But you can see Hamilton, there's a reason why he overtook us. He's on soft tyres. And also the same for Alonso, he's on medium. So we'll have the more conservative strategy. But the long-term strategy may be the way we claw back a good podium in this Grand Prix. Right, sit rep on lap 19. Ocon is going to pit right now. We're going to continue on for 2 more laps because 2 more laps will be the 15-lap mark we need on these hard tyres. And we're actually looking very good for tyre wear, so I'm not too worried. And you know what? We could actually start to overheat these tyres and really push the living hell out of them. So you know what? I might go on this lap then. Let's start pushing in and go like a stabbed rat for both our drivers and really start pushing like hell. Try and take performance out, overheating the tyres. But we'll get the lap time in. 6/10 already taken out. Worn tyres for a car. That's fine. The delta time's still quite large. We're getting a second there. With him, we gained 1.5 with Vettel. 1.5 gain on that lap. Very, very good stuff there to see. Use some ERS. Right, Ricciardo, use some ERS, please. Right, we're going to come in on this lap then. Lap 22. Done some good work there. 1/10 gained. Hard tyres, recharge battery. Fast pit stop there. Hopefully there's not a mistake this time. Same thing for Vettel. Park condition fine. 100% fast. Let's keep going. Right, Ricciardo comes in. Please, no mistake. No mistake on the pit stop. Good stuff. Right, go auto. Actually, you know what? Go hybrid. We need to save fuel. Let's go neutral and go hybrid and go neutral there. Right. So, overall, we're P2. Hamilton. So, we've jumped Ocon. Ricciardo has jumped Ocon on the hard tyres. And Hamilton's in P1, but he's on warm medium, so he'll have to pit again. So, I think Hamilton is probably going to go into softs in this Grand Prix and really push quite hard. And so that's going to be the thing we need to watch out for. Vettel's P6. I don't know where on earth this puts us in the race because Verstappen's ahead of us. He's on hards as well, probably going to the end of the Grand Prix. So somehow Verstappen's jumped us. Alonso has got ahead of us anyway on pure pace. Not surprised there because the Ferrari is better. It's the best car on the grid on paper, so not surprised there. But Ocon has Ocon's balls it up basically because we got ahead of him, so that's good. Going to go auto though now because we saved a decent amount of fuel. So we'll stay on overtake mode. Keep on going there. Right, Hamilton's pit, actually. I only just realised that. Hamilton's pit. He's behind Vettel on hard tyres. So Ricciardo here has a very good shot at winning this Grand Prix, you know. Because he's on better tyres than Ocon. And we got 10 seconds on him. This could be the one. This could be the quadruple, the 4 wins in a row for Renault. But finally, Ricciardo breaks the back of Vettel and gets the win. I'll add, only by having every single part being better minus the engine. So I really do think this proves a point that Vettel is the better one in the game here. And Ricciardo, unfortunately, has to have a lot of aid to win a Grand Prix here in this car. Right, going to go a hybrid mode for both these guys, save some fuel. Tyre temps are fine. They're all A-OK. 70% tyre wear still in this, and we've only got 8 laps to go. This is mega. Ricciardo's controlling this race really well. It's just unfortunate. I think Vettel literally just doesn't have the pace because he doesn't have a very good car right now compared to Ricciardo. So he just can't catch Hamilton really do too much. So I think he's going to kind of reside down to P6. So that's unfortunate for him. So lesson learned for next race then. Definitely going to go back to splitting it quite evenly because this is just too much there. Vettel's really I basically handicapped Vettel on purpose here this race by not even knowing it because I obviously we knew that Ricciardo was getting the better parts, but I didn't realise finally the gearbox was going to be the thing that ticks it over for a bad race car for Vettel. Right, Vettel is closing up on Esteban Ocon there. He's got some worn tyres. We're going conservative a little bit with him. I'm going to go conservative with Ricciardo just to make sure we're okay. 9.5 the gap to Alonso. I need to make sure we're okay on that. So let's go high and save fuel. Want to kind of, prepare for that basically. But Vettel here, I'm hoping we can try and overtake Ocon here and get P5 if we're careful. Oh, gearbox condition is low. 16% gearbox for Ricciardo there. So that is the only caveat to this. Like I said, it was a risk taking this very good gearbox into this Grand Prix. It's now red, so we need to really watch out for this now. So I'm going to keep him on conserve the entire time. Just use overtake mode to counteract that because the engine obviously won't matter too much in terms of... Oh, actually, it might do, actually. So let's go medium. We're basically crawling to the end now. We're crawling to the end on this... We're crawling to the end now in this race now. It's pretty much what Vettel had to do in China, Ricciardo has to do right now. We're tiptoeing around now and trying to get to the end of this Grand Prix. 6.3 the gap to Alonso. 3 laps to go. It's going to be mighty close because Alonso's gaining like a 10th every 3 seconds. So that's fine. Vettel is catching up to Ocon and he's got some issues. We're going to wear out the tyres a little bit here, but we've got some fuel to burn as well. So I'm just going to push, you know what, and absolutely throw the kitchen sink at it. Let's see. Right, Alonso's pit. We're going to go low fuel here. We've got Alonso's pit onto soft tyres. I don't know why. With 2 laps to go, he's 13 seconds back. So I'm going to take this nice and chill and really chill out there. Not wear out the gearbox too much. And that should get us to the end of the Grand Prix in first place for Ricciardo. Meanwhile, Vettel overheating his tyres. And he's not exactly caught up to Ocon too much. We're going to use some ERS here to close up. But he's just not got enough oomph to get it quite yet there. We're closing up, but you can see he just can't get it done. Final lap of the Grand Prix. Can he do it? Oh, there we go. Come on, Vettel. Come on. Come on. Use some ERS boost. Get around the outside. Come on. Do it. Do it. Down the inside of the chicane. Not quite. No, can't do it there. We're so close. There we go. Vettel. Good stuff there. Ricciardo, though. Where is he, lad? Where is he? Comes across the line through the last corner. First place. Fair play. 4 wins in a row for Renault F1. This is a fabulous season for us, but now it's game on. Ricciardo's won a Grand Prix and has answered back to Sebastian Vettel. Vettel, though, P6 in the end, gets overtaken by Ocon on the last lap of the Grand Prix, unfortunately re-overtaken P6, but there we go. Sorry, Vettel, though, I did give you a pretty crap car, but yeah, I mean, our car may not actually be physically quick, because you saw how quickly Alonso was catching us, even on warm mediums at the end, but our strategies have been so much better than AI right now, and so that's really working out for us really well. P6, P1, good stuff, good stuff. Right, so with that gold trophy then for Ricciardo, Vettel still leads by 17 points now, but Hamilton gains a bit. Ricciardo P3, close up a little bit to Hamilton, I guess. And Constructors, we're looking very good, 55 ahead of Mercedes right now. So looking decent there. So very happy there. Can't complain. Going to get a decent amount of money as well, prize money-wise. So all in all, very good episode. 2.9 in the bank. Very nice. Back to 40 million there. So we got a lot of funding here. And it's looking very, very good. So, guys, if you did enjoy that episode, hit that like button. Let me know your thought in the comments below. And let me know, do you think Ricciardo now, is this the star here of the Ricciardo v Vettel scenario in Renault? Let me know in the comments below. If you're on your own, do get subscribed for weekly F1 content. And I'll see you guys next time. Maybe enjoy the rest of the day. Goodbye.